Welcome to Highway Herald, your roadmap to the latest in auto. Today we're discussing a significant shift in our current administration's goals. The ambitious plan to make two-thirds of new vehicles all-electric by 2032 has been officially abandoned. The EV segment's growth rate is not meeting expectations, and despite massive price cuts and generous incentives, the growth is slowing even more with each new report. Stay tuned as we delve into the real reasons behind the falling EV sales. We have identified 6 key reasons. Reason number 6, an overflowing market. Reports are emerging that EVs are becoming permanent fixtures in dealership lots, causing frustration among dealers. From a business perspective, their reluctance to sell these vehicles is understandable, given the current supply exceeds a staggering 100 days, far beyond industry norms. With the end of last year's supply chain crisis, automakers hit the accelerator on production, riding the wave of growth that had been surging at over 90% year over year. This led to a supply surge of over 500%. However, growth has hit a speed bump. After years of high-octane expansion, last year saw a more conservative 50% increase year over year. EVs still make up less than 8% of the total US market, a milestone that was expected to be in the rearview mirror by now. This imbalance between supply and demand has left dealers grappling with overflowing inventories. Automakers base their production on the enthusiastic early adopters, but as this phase winds down and the average consumer remains skeptical about an all-electric future, we can anticipate an even further slowdown in the coming months. Therefore, it's no surprise that some automakers have recently decided to scale back production of certain EV models. Reason number 5, sticker shock and insurance woes. Yes, EVs are becoming more affordable, but they're still a long way from being a budget-friendly option for the average buyer. Last year, the average price tag for a new EV hovered between $50,000 and $60,000. That's a drop from 2022's average of $65,000, but it's still well above the average cost of a gas-powered car, which sits at $48,000. The lack of affordable models on the market is another roadblock. There are only a handful of EVs priced under $30,000, and just a few more that fall between $30,000 and $40,000. The rest? Well, let's just say they're priced for the luxury market. Given these prices, it's no wonder that hybrids with an average price of $40,000 are gaining traction faster than EVs. They're a sensible choice for eco-conscious buyers, offering affordability without the range and charging anxiety that comes with EVs. And let's not forget about insurance. EVs come with higher premiums than their gas-powered counterparts, thanks to factors like higher MSRP, lower reliability ratings, and lower resale value. Reason number 4, range worries and charging challenges. One of the biggest roadblocks to widespread EV adoption is the issue of range and charging. EVs have come a long way in recent years, with many models now boasting a range of over 300 miles on a single charge. But that's still not enough for long road trips, unless you're a fan of frequent pit stops at charging stations. And then there's the issue of battery performance. Factors like cold weather can significantly reduce a battery's range. Heavy use, such as towing or off-roading, can drain a battery even faster. This suggests that all-electric pickups won't be dominating the market anytime soon. Charging infrastructure, or the lack thereof, is another major concern. Many areas still lack sufficient public chargers, and relying on home charging isn't an option for many US citizens. Add in the reports of non-functional chargers, and it's clear that the road to widespread EV adoption is still a bumpy one. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore reason number 3, the depreciation dilemma. When we're in the market for a new car, resale value is a big deal. We want to hold on to as much of our vehicle's initial value as possible. But with EVs, that's a tough road to travel. The used EV market is practically non-existent. It's a challenge to find buyers ready to invest in a used EV, primarily due to concerns about battery life. As a result, EVs depreciate much faster than their gas and hybrid counterparts. The latest data shows that EVs lose nearly half their value over 5 years. In comparison, the industry average is around 38.8%, while gas-powered cars depreciate at about 37%. Pickups and hybrids hold their value even better. Among the most popular EVs, few models retain their value well. The Tesla Model 3 is a rare exception, with a 5-year depreciation rate of 43%. Still significantly higher than its gas-powered rivals. On the flip side, models like the Nissan Leaf and Chevy Bolt lose over half their value after 5 years, while the Tesla Model S depreciates around 55%. The most luxurious vehicles, like the Porsche Taycan, suffer the greatest losses. In some cases, this EV has lost more than $100,000 in value in just 4 years. In contrast, the Porsche 911 loses less than 15% of its value over the same period, making it a clear winner in the resale value race. Reason number 2, the cost of repairs and reliability ratings. EVs are simpler than internal combustion cars, with fewer potential issues. In theory, they should be more reliable, but recent reports suggest otherwise. A recent study by Consumer Reports revealed that electric cars are actually 80% less reliable than gas-powered cars. Software glitches, battery and charging failures, poor assembly, and quality control issues are just some of the problems that deter consumers from buying an EV. Take the new Chevy Blazer EV, for example. It's been one of the biggest automotive disasters in recent memory, with problems in virtually every aspect of the vehicle. The issues were so severe that GM had to halt sales of this EV until they could resolve them. But reliability isn't the only concern. There are also the maintenance costs. While EVs should theoretically be cheaper to run than gas-powered cars, they are much heavier, leading to more frequent tire replacements. Experts believe that brakes also wear out faster, despite regenerative braking. Then there's the repair cost, which is higher due to a lack of trained professionals and complex design solutions, especially when it comes to battery casing and body damage. Reason number 1, EV technology still has a long road ahead. Despite all the advancements we've seen, EVs still aren't up to par, at least from the perspective of the average buyer. Sure, many EVs boast impressive power and acceleration, but what about practical benefits? EVs still can't compete with ICE cars in terms of range, and their prices are still significantly higher. Above all, owning an EV requires a complete lifestyle change that most people aren't ready for. With EVs, you have to accept that you'll spend more time at charging stations than you would at gas stations, and home charging isn't an option for many potential buyers. A recent survey by Boston Consulting Group revealed that only 40% of customers plan to buy an electric car, but even they have higher expectations than car makers can currently meet. They want a $50,000 car with a 350-mile range and a 20-minute charge time. Currently, the only EV on the market that meets these requirements is the Hyundai Ioniq 6 SE RWD long range. It's clear that there's more work to be done in terms of EV technology. This leads to another issue, buyer's remorse, where potential customers hesitate to spend a fortune on something that could become outdated technology in a few years, or significantly cheaper. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of EVs. Don't forget to subscribe to Highway Herald to stay up to date with the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos. See you next time.